thank you all for taking out time from your busy schedule to be with us. I would also thank you for your continued support and patronage to Godrej Appliances over these years. We have amongst us Mr. Kamal Nandi, Business Head and Executive Vice President, Godrej Appliances, Mr. Santosh Salian, Product Group Head, Air Conditioners, and Mr. Junaid Babu, Zonal Business Head. Welcome, respected sirs. I'm sure you would agree with me when I say that the air is buzzing with excitement as we have gathered here in the beautiful city of Chennai. It creates a perfect ambience for what we have to unveil today. But to appreciate the significance of today's unveil, let's have a look at the
Good afternoon, respected members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking out time to be in this conference today. As we've seen in the videos that just been played, I think it is time that brands become more responsible in conducting their business. It should not be business as usual. It has to be with a purpose, with a cause. A cause, I think, that the country is driving, a cause that the whole universe is driving, of keeping a safe and keeping a safe planet for the next generation and the future generations. I think those who have been tracking Godrej Appliances, how we have been moving over the years, must be aware that we as a brand give a lot of value, attach a lot of value to environment protection. Environment is one of our core values, and we passionately drive all our initiative for the cause of protecting the environment. And you must be aware that we switched over to 100% using 100% green refrigerant way back in 2002. You know, the Montreal Protocol has been signed by all the countries to switch over to a green refrigerant by 2030. But we as a brand have done that way back in 2002, switching over to 100% green refrigerant in our refrigerators, using not using HFC or CFC, and making our refrigerant free of all of them. I think that's something we have been doing, and that is really helping, I would say, the planet in a big way. The emissions that the refrigerant that we use have the lowest emissions. It has zero ozone depleting potential. It has got low global warming potential. I think those are real benefits that we are offering to the planet, to our consumers. And not only that, I think even in air conditioners, when we moved into air conditioners, we switched over to R290 refrigerant. And if you have tracked, you will see that we have been promoting R290, the only brand which has been promoting R290 refrigerant, which is completely natural. And the gas or the refrigerant or the gas that we use in our domestic cooking, which is propane, R290 is nothing but propane that we're using in our air conditioners. And as a result, I think that is giving a lot of benefit in terms of that R290 is the greenest. It has got zero ozone depleting potential, and it has got 3 global warming potential. And not only that is as far as the green gas is concerned, the benefit to the planet, but also the consumers are getting huge benefit, because when you are using the R290 gas, R290 refrigerant, the green refrigerant, you are able to really drive higher efficiency in the air conditioners, and as a result, power consumption is going down. So consumers are benefiting in a big way. Now, we have been doing this, you know, the type of challenge I think the entire globe is facing today. There are a lot of discussions on climate change. You are tracking that, I'm sure, and you must be aware that in the last 19 or 20 years, if you go from 2001, 18 years has been the hottest years so far. So that means every year your temperatures are moving up. Even today I saw in the newspaper that Chennai was 36.5 degree yesterday. So that is again hotter, and it's becoming hotter and hotter year after year. And not only here, I think globally, we are seeing the impact of climate change and the devastating effect that it has got on overall society and overall planet. And therefore, I think it is important that all of us come together and be more responsible and educate the consumers. I think that's the biggest challenge, educating consumers, because consumers, when they're going in for purchase, they're not really putting so much of value to all these factors. Okay, though I think somewhere when you talk to them, they are very conscious about it, but when they go to act, I think they are not really acting. And therefore, it's our duty, our responsibility, together as brands and as journalists, that we have to educate our consumers to switch over to this switch over to this green refrigerant, so that together we can save the planet for future generations. Now, for us, in the past, as I've said, in air conditioners, we were largely using one refrigerant, and that too, we were producing very limited quantities because the 5-star segment is where we were actually focusing on and trying to upgrade consumer to the 5-star segment, which is the most energy efficient segment, with R290. But this year, I think what we have done, we have come out with a complete range of green air conditioners, whether it is window or it is fixed speed or it is inverter. I think entire range is this year getting offered to the consumers as green, so that we are not leaving any choice for the consumer to really decide what capacity, what types. I think anything they buy from Godrej will be a green refrigerant air conditioner. We will launch about 38 models, and we will use 2 refrigerant there, R290, which we have been using, and we are now also going to introduce R32 from this year. R32 though also have zero ozone depleting potential, but its global warming potential is a little higher. It is about 675, but much better than your R410 or R22, where the global warming potential is 1800 and 2100, 2200. So amongst all the refrigerant that's are available today, we are going to use the greenest ones, which is R32 and R290. And I think with that, we will be able to offer a very, very good energy efficient product to our consumers, at the same time do a lot good to the planet. Now, not only I think in manufacturing air conditioners or refrigerators, we have been practicing green initiatives even in our plants, in our manufacturing units. We have water positive in both our manufacturing units. We have zero waste landfill in our plants. Our solar energy that we use is about 20%. So together, I think green as an initiative is making a lot of business sense for us. And we have been seeing the results year after year. As a brand, if you look at how we have fared over the last 5-6 years, we have been fastest growing brand. We are growing twice the rate of the industry year on year. Even the current year, 18-19, the industry will grow by about 7%. We will end the year with about 15 to 16% growth. So even for this year, we will be growing twice the industry. So I think this whole initiative that we have taken of offering the most energy efficient products through green refrigerant is really yielding us good results. So going forward, if I have to see that how the year has been and how the future will be, we all know that this year there has been challenge for the industry, and as I've said, it has only grown by 7%, and it's the second consecutive year that the industry is growing by only 7%. This year we had a bad quarter one, which is the summer season. We had intermittent rains. We did see flood in Kerala. We did see cyclone in Chennai. I think upcountry Chennai, and I think all those are has impacted sales. And as a result, industry in quarter one did not grow, specifically in this category of air conditioner. Then there has been GST reduction from 20 to 18 in washing machines and in refrigerators, in microwave. That has brought in a little bit of boost in the whole demand. But subsequently, we also saw that the rupee depreciated significantly. Oil prices moved up during festive. Commodity hardened during festive, and as a result, during festive, the brands were forced to take up prices. But given that the festive demand was not so good, we really could not implement those price increases. And therefore we continued price festive at the same levels, and then post-festive we started slowly implementing those price increases. But the demand even post-festive did not move up, and we have recently seen that the secondary started moving up, given that the temperatures are moving up across states. Largely all the southern states, we are seeing temperatures moving up, and I'm sure that will help us in demand. Now, given that in our industry, if you look at the penetration levels are very low, today you have refrigerators at about only 29%, air conditioners are operating at 4%, washing machines are operating, having a penetration of 11%. So with low penetration, there is a lot of opportunity for growth. Okay, but we are observing that the growth in the at least in the last couple of years have not been so good. And the reason behind is the type of challenges the industry is facing. The first challenge is that we have been, continuously tightening the energy table, which controls the efficiency, which controls the consumption of power in both refrigerators and air conditioners. And given that, what is happening is, in order to meet the energy norms of the of BE that the government is rolling out, we are forced to add a lot of material, and that is increasing prices. Recently, if you look at air conditioners have moved from fixed speed to variable speed energy regime, and that has increased overall prices by about 4,000 to 5,000 in the category. So prices are increasing, and that is putting a lot of.
So before we go into the lineup, let's look at how the industry has fared in the last 3 years. So if you notice, the industry has grown approximately by 70% CAGR. This is up to March of 2018 figures. And against that, if you look at Godrej, we have actually surpassed the industry. We have been growing at a 19% healthy CAGR. Of course, last year, that is the current financial year, there has been a degrowth in the market. In spite of that depressed market conditions, the industry has been flat. The growth rate is approximately 2%. But if you track the Godrej's secondary growth rate, it's approximately in double digit. It's almost 11% or so. For the industry, the mix between split and window, it is around 88% versus 12%. That is, split air conditioners around 88%. For Godrej, our mix between split and window is around 90 and 10. So the industry is, in terms of product mix within split air conditioners,